Yeah, that's good. That feels good. I feel like that's a good start, okay? So day one of quitting pornography. Are you ready? Marty's ready. Marty's ready. Okay, so day two, congratulations. If you made it this far, congratulations. Marty made it this far. Marty believed in himself, and he believes in you. And you made it this far. Hey, day two, I know you're going, it's just a day, Marty. Just a day. But it's a day. It's a step. It's a step in the right direction, that's for sure. What happens if you took a step in the wrong direction? Then you'd have to turn around and take not only another step back to where you were, but then you'd have to take that extra step in the back. If you took a step in the wrong direction, then not only would you have to take that step in the right direction, but you'd have to take a step back to where you were in the first place to take a step in the right direction. And that's 2 steps. You've only taken 1 step, and you're ahead of the curve, right? That's good. So give yourself a round of applause. You are very brave and courageous for getting there. Marty feels that way. Now you may be going, Marty, it was pretty difficult. Yeah, Marty feels that way too. Marty was thinking about donuts. That's for sure. Metaphor, right? And Marty had to check himself a couple times. Lying in bed at night, can't fall asleep. What's a better way to fall asleep than to have a donut, right? But no, it's not true. That donut is filled with sugar. It's filled with gluten. That's bad for your body. And by that, donuts are bad for your body, right? In realistic terms. But in terms of a metaphor, that's what pornography is. It's sugar, it's gluten, it's not good for your body. So let's talk about why pornography is bad for you. Now that we're a day in, now that we've successfully gotten here, let's talk about why. Maybe you feel like your romantic relationships aren't working out. Maybe you feel like you can't enjoy life. Because what is pornography? Pornography is like sugar for the soul. It feels really good for a second, right? Ooh, it's really exciting to see those boobies, right? To see the butts and the yonis. And maybe the lingams excite you as well as a man. And it's totally normal to look at a lingam and go, ooh, that excites me too. But when we get overly saturated with all that sexuality, nudity, dopamine, we feel that crash happen pretty hard, like a sugar rush. Right? You feel that sugar coursing through your body. You had that delicious cinnamon donut. Now you're tired. You're lethargic. You don't feel motivated. Life isn't as exciting anymore. But wouldn't it be exciting to see some more, yonis or lingams or boobies or butts, right? The naked body. It's really strange that we engage in this pornography and we think, oh, it's not going to get in the way of my life, right? It's just over here, right? It's just over here. I could just take that pornography and put it in a room in my mind, close that room up, lock that door, right? And not be worried. It's going to be okay. I'll be fine. But it's knocking, right? It's like, let me out, right? And you're like, no, it's okay. I don't need you. And then it starts to get louder, right? Knocking louder and starts, yelling like, you can't just keep me in here, okay? And you go, no, I'll come and visit you when I want to. I don't need to do that. But you're holding it hostage. Right? You're holding that aspect of your life hostage. It's going to seep in, right? And then, maybe you go and visit it every now and then, right? And you open the door, you close that door, and when you even go in the room, you lock that door because you don't want it getting out. You don't want it getting out into the rest of your mind because for all you know, you'll be sitting there and then all of a sudden it runs out that door. And then you have to run in these rooms of your mind to find this pornography and go, hey, pornography, and you're spending the day trying to figure out your life because pornography has ruined your mind. And that's eventually what happens. It breaks free. It runs a havoc in your mind. You can't treat it like it's a zoo, like you lock it up like an animal. No, because then it gets out and it feeds on your mind. And then it breaks into the other rooms of your mind. You're trying to categorize your life. And then it breaks into your relationships. Oh, you have this room in your mind? And you kept me locked up? Oh, well, I guess I'll just settle in this room for a little while. And your girlfriend or your boyfriend's like, what's this doing here? You got to get it out. And then we think, we could live with it, right? We could live with this animal in our home. We could let it be in any room in the mind. And then one day you wake up, and every room in your mind is scattered, right? Paperwork is everywhere. Your furniture's all torn up. There's poop, right? Pornography poop everywhere. Just your whole home of your mind is filled with pornography poop and pee. Pornography poop and pee. everywhere in your mind. And who's going to clean that up? Maybe you need to go into that room in your mind, lock that door, and talk to pornography and go, look, you wild beast. I don't want you in my home anymore. I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to send you back out into the wild where you belong. Because a wild beast like that doesn't belong in a room in our mind. No, it doesn't. I know you're going, Marty, well, maybe it does. No. Do you see the people who have tigers and lions in their home? You look at that and you go, what are you doing? Why would you do that to a beautiful, amazing animal? It doesn't belong in the home. It belongs in the wild. Just like pornography. It has no place in the home in your mind. So you gotta leash that thing up, walk it out the door of that room in your mind. You gotta walk it to the door and let it go and unlatch it and just go, you're free. I don't need you anymore. I don't want you. I don't want you here. So do that. That's what you have to do. Now you may be going, Marty, that's all well and good for you to imagine that it's a wild animal and you release it. But how do I fight these urges day in and day out when I'm sitting bored, waiting? I have my phone right in my hand. It's just so easy to just look up a couple pictures of a beautiful woman with her yoni splayed for the world to see. You don't even have to go onto the naughty websites to find porn these days. You don't even have to go onto the porn websites. All you have to do is scroll the Instagrams or the Twitters, right? The YouTubes. And all these ladies with their tight yoga pants on, tight shirts, and they squeeze their breasts together and they have that amazing crevice that you get lost in, and you feel that monster in that room start to claw at the doors and call out, let me out, let me out, let me out. See, that's what you have to do. And that's what Marty does. You have to slap yourself. You have to wake yourself up. If the beast is coming out and you have to slap it down. Can't always discipline a dog by saying no. Sometimes you have to be harsh, right? And sometimes when you're a man and you feel yourself getting caught in the vision of a woman's breasts or buttocks, and all you can think is maybe just a little bit of porn. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit, right? Maybe just a touch. Maybe just a taste. Give me just a little bit of that cinnamon sugar. Ooh, that cinnamon sugar, that sweet cinnamon sugar and that puffy. Ooh, that bite of the cloud. And you have to wake yourself up. You have to go, no, Marty. You can't do that. You can't do that. Wow. That happens sometimes. Sometimes you gotta wake yourself up. So day 2. Congratulations, you made it. Keep going. Marty has faith in you, just like he has faith in himself. That's right. You can do it. We can do it.